Hello everyone. In this video, we want to talk about flash fill and column from examples. Flash fill is used on Excel directly, while column from examples is used in Power Query, which can be used on both Excel as well as Power BI. So this is the data set that we have. We have a list of names and we would like to separate the first and the last name. The option for flash fill is in the data tab. And then here next to text to column, we have an option called flash fill. The shortcut is given here as well. The shortcut for flash fill is Control+E. So basically we have to give a sample. So if I write AARON and we press Control+E, it is going to understand my pattern and give us all the results. Works beautifully. It works on any adjacent column. So it will work in column A and in column C, but it will not work in column F. For example, if I write an Aaron here, it won't work. There is no limit on the number of rows. It can work with as many rows as you have. Same thing for the surname. I can say Bergman and Control-E, and it works beautifully. Now imagine you wanted to create an email ID. So flash fill can also do the opposite. Now, so far we have used flash fill to extract the part which we wanted. So we wanted the first name and the last name. But imagine that you wanted to join two parts and create something new. So if I say aaron.bergman@gmail.com and we press Control-E, there we go. Perfect answer. Now, flash fill is one of those areas which you really have to learn with practice. There's a lot of trial and error that will go into it. If you go through the documentation, it is not really going to teach you a lot. And you can't really learn a lot by looking at what others have done because there's no formula being created, which essentially means that you have to depend on your own experience. I've been working on flash fill for more than 10 years now. And I've got really good at it because I'm curious by nature and I keep on trying to tinker and make changes to the sample. I try to give more samples or a different type of sample. Especially when the data set is not very uniform and very clean. It is very exciting to see what flash fill can do for you. So let me make a copy of the data. And here we want to convert this into a table. So we go to Insert and Table. Click on OK. Our table currently is called Table 1. Let me now go to Data and then send this data set or rather this table to Power Query. So we click on From Table /Range. And now a new window opens up. Now here we are not writing Excel formulas. We are using a language called M, which works on both Excel and Power BI. The shortcut remains the same. We have Control-E. And the moment I press Control+E, you will see that there is a column that appears here on the right side. And I can start giving samples. For example, if I give AARON, you notice that it has not just given you the result, but it also builds the entire formula. How cool is that? Now, this is much more powerful than Excel because Excel works, but it doesn't really teach you anything or tell you how it did it. There is no formula, so you can't copy and paste. And it is not dynamic because if the input changes, the output will not change. On the other hand, in the case of this, in the case of Power Query, it works automatically. Tomorrow, if I add more names or any of the existing names change, the result will change as well. So let's go to OK. And if you look at the formula that has been created, it says table.add column, since we are adding a column. And it says text.before delimiter, which is similar to the text before that we have on Excel now. Let's go to close and load. And I will simply copy this or rather cut it and put it on the same sheet as this. And let's see how it works. So let us say tomorrow one more name gets added. So I'm adding my own name here. All we have to do is to right click and click on refresh, and it works. How cool is that? Now, for all of your workflows, maybe using Power Query might not be a very seamless solution because you want everything to be connected to your existing Excel formulas. But as you can see, this works really well.